So the next question, part of the question, asks us to calculate the standard deviation for both of the data sets. So for class A and for class B. And you can do this manually. It's really easy to do by calculator. So I'm going to show you how to do it manually first, and then after that we'll just do the calculator for both of them and see if we can match up what we got. So firstly, the score. So 7, 8, 9, and 10, and then we'll put in one column for our total. So, and we'll just call the score, or x. Then we'll do our frequencies for class A, which is going to be 4, 3, 5, 6, and the total frequencies are 18. Then we put in our mean, and our mean for class A was 8.7, and 8.7, and 8.7, and so the next thing we need to do is our score minus our mean squared, and then our frequency multiplied by our score minus our mean squared, and then we need to solve for each one of these. So for the first one, we need to do our score, which is 7 minus 8.7, which is going to be negative 1.7, and then that squared is going to be 2.89. So we do score minus our mean, and then we square it. We can do that for each one. So 8 minus 8.7 is 0.7, and then we square it, it's 0.49, and then 9 minus 8.7 is going to be 0.3, and then we square it, so that's going to be 0.09, and the next one is 1.69, and then you get the idea. So now we need to multiply our frequency by our score minus our mean squared. So distance, deviation from the mean. So that's going to be 4 times 2.89, which is going to be 11.56. 3 times 0.59, which is going to be 1.47. That's a 4. And 5 times 0.9, which is going to be 0.45. And then 6 times 1.69, which is going to be 10.14. Then we add all these up, which is going to be 23.62. So now we've got everything we need to calculate the standard deviation. So the standard deviation is equal to the sum of f times x minus the mean bracket squared over the sum of frequencies, and the sum of frequencies is also called n. So for this, our standard deviation is going to be equal to 23.62 divided by 18, which is going to be equal to 1.1 to 1 decimal place. So now we'll quickly do this on the calculator just to confirm our answer and to show you how to do it on that. So if we hit all clear, and then we go into mode, and we hit stat, and we hit single variable, which is 1. Here we have the opportunity to add in all data, so we go 7 equals 8 equals 9 equals and 10 equals, and then we put in our frequencies, which is 4, 3, 5, and 6. Then we hit all clear, shift, 1. We go to 5 for the variables, and we can see here in this one it has x sigma n and x sigma n minus 1. N minus 1 is going to be your sample standard deviation, but we want our population standard deviation, so we're going to hit 3, and we're going to hit equals, and rounding that up we still get 1.1. So that's like a much quicker method. So let's find our standard deviation for class B now. So that's going to be class A, and now we'll do class B. Class B is going to be equal to, we're just going to put in all the data. So let's go to mode, stat, single variable, and let's put in the data for class B. So same scores, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then we go over and we add in the frequencies. So 3, 6, and 8. And then we hit all clear, shift, stat, number 5 for variables, number 3, and that's our standard deviation for B is 0.89, which rounded up is going to be 0.9. So we have our standard deviation for both sets now. And I would encourage you just to use the calculator. The methods of finding it manually is it's very easy to make a mistake. It's very easy to make to use multiply the wrong column by the wrong number, and it can just make you make a mistake where you don't have to. Just use your calculator, but if you have to absolutely do it manually, then that's how you do it.